I'm Julian with RealTech Controls, and I'm going to show you how to save and re-enter the default values for a pre-calibrated water hardness sensor for the ETX water hardness analyzer. I have a water hardness sensor, the calcium carbonate sensor, in a solution. You can see it's reading 53.83 ppm. So if I want to see the default settings as per factory calibration, I'll go into Information, Sensor, and if you scroll down, that is the serial number, that is the ISO potential, the temperature compensation as per factory calibration, and you'll find log 1 where the offset is 10 ppm, 452 millivolts and 29 millivolts per decade. You want to record those values just in case you do a calibration and you want to reset the sensor to the factory default values. So once I've recorded these values, for example, now I install the system and I want to calibrate it. So I go to Calibration. It's not a new sensor. I'm just going to do a single point calibration as per the other videos. And just for argument's sake, just calibrate that, accept the value, yes. That is the new values now that I entered in for the sensor. I push OK. I go back to home. So you see that that will change based on the calibration I now did. And now I want to get this back to the factory calibration. I can let it stabilize for a moment. I programmed in 100 odd. So now if I want to reset back to the factory defaults of the sensor, I'll go to Calibration. It's not a new sensor. I want to go to now Manual, where I can enter in those values again. I want to start off with the slope. The slope was 10 ppm. I push the millivolt button. So now I want to get to the correct millivolt value, which was 452. If you hold it, it does eventually go quicker. Programmed it in, I push OK. I want to accept it. Do I want to continue to the slope? Yes. And I want to get that to 29 millivolts per decade, which was the original factory calibration. I push OK, accept the slope, yes. And now that is my slope that was originally factory calibrated. And you'll see that if I exit out, it'll go back down to where it originally was. And if I want to see that value again in the system, you go to, sorry, I went too quick, you go to Information, Sensor, and you scroll down to your log 1, and there is the information that you just entered for the factory calibration. And that is how you reset the factory default of the water hardness sensor. Thank you very much for watching.